Subscriber base expanded at a CAGR of 19% to 1,000 million over 2007 to 2015. Tele density increased from 18 in 2007 to 80 till 30th June 2015. Total mobile service market revenue in India is expected to touch $37 billion in 2017, registering a CAGR of 5.2% between 2014 and 2017. Smartphones are expected to account for that have ensured availability of telecom services to consumers at very affordable prices. The relaxation of FDA norms has made the sector one of the fastest growing and top 5 employment generators in the country. This sector is expected to generate 4 million direct and indirect jobs over the next 5 years, according to estimates by Randstad India. The broadband services user base in India is expected to grow to 250 million connections by 2017, globally by 2017, and to maintain high growth rate over the next few years as people switch to smartphones and gradually upgrade to 4G. In spite of only 5% in mobile services in India is expected to rise to $21.4 billion in 2015, led by 15% growth in data services expenditure. Looking at the tremendous growth possibilities of this sector, we are interested to know, sir, the action plan of the ministry to ensure faster and high quality telecom connectivity across the country. In India, spectrum available for telecom services is quite low, where globally 13 mobile operators per service area. As a result, the typical spectrum holding of an Indian operator is roughly less broadband speed of up to 2 Mbps by 2020. At present, the country has nearly 200 million internet connections and broadband speeds of 512 kbps. Given the ambitious targets of Digital India, operators need to beef up their spectrum holdings. To make a success of Digital India, we think that the industry needs to achieve over 50 MHz of spectrum per operator as against present of 15 to 18 on an average. Sir, since 2010, airwaves are being allotted via periodic auctions, but operators are not sure when the next sale will take place. The roadmap of spectrum to be allocated or a higher quantity of spectrum being offered for sale may subdue bidding interest during auctions, hurting government revenue. However, lower spectrum payouts, if at all, will in turn make services more affordable and attract more people to mobile broadband, thus achieving the goals of Digital India. More spectrum for commercial use can also facilitate higher broadband penetration through Wi-Fi hotspots in the rural areas of the country, an aim of the Digital India initiative. Sir, we are interested to know how you are looking at this issue. Another major consumer issue is increased network congestion and consequent poor quality of service. The issue of call drops has been cloying Indian mobile subscribers, particularly the urban people, for nearly a year now. It has become a national issue. We appreciate that TRAI and other bodies of the government are trying to sort out this problem, but it is still continuing. There has been a twofold jump in call drops on 2G network and by 65% on 3G networks in the past 1 year. TRAI's benchmark for call drops is 2%.
Performance, the quality of the network services provided by the operators. At the same time, it keeps a close observation on various consumer issues so that consumers are always, the end users are benefited and affordable price they are getting. That we have seen a long 1.5 decades the telecommunication, the tele density has grown. Overall, it is 78 or 79, whereas the urban tele density is about 150. Rural tele density is nearing 50. So this phenomenal growth is only possible with the strong regulatory body and also the government policy. In this forum,
Let me thank you for inviting me here and sharing my thoughts with you all on the telecom revolution which has taken place in India and what is the vision for the future. So, what I'll do is that I will not speak for long. I'll just sort of limit myself to about 5 minutes or so, because this is supposed to be an interactive session, and I'll be very happy to answer some of your queries and questions and thoughts. What I'll limit is what Manish ji had said in the beginning, a couple of issues. So I'll respond to those and thereafter throw the floor open for further discussions. So as you know, the telecom, revolution, if one can call it revolution, is indeed a fascinating story where there was a waiting time for 20 years to get a phone connection. So many of you maybe they have lived through those times, and that is not too far away to a situation where you have multiple mobile connections and you have dual SIM concepts and other kinds of things. So it's a fascinating journey. And let me say that I, as a citizen of India, really feel proud of what the telecom industry has achieved in this country. While it is true that the policies of the government, liberalized policy regime, and also whatever regulator would contribute, that has been certainly a facilitator. But ultimately, let us realize that it is the industry which really had come forward and had taken the risk of putting investments and actually taking it forward. So the primary kind of doers in this whole game, primary players in